name is Cassidy. I'm 16 and I'm a rising junior at Science Leadership Academy at Beaver. I'm here today because for many years there's been nothing but endless violence in Philadelphia, my city where I grew up and I was raised in, over many things like drugs, protection, mental illness, and even just senseless violence. To a lot of people in my city, the issue of gun violence feels very minor. Why is that? Because people in our city are so conditioned to constantly hearing about someone's life being taken away 6 blocks or 7 blocks up the street from where they live. It happens so often, way too often, that it has become the norm. Growing up, I was surrounded by the constant news of homicide by the bullet, and unfortunately, I still am. Always hearing about school shootings or kids my age getting into things that they shouldn't be involved in, leading to homicide by a piece of metal that has more rights than a human being. And I'm gonna say this again. Leading to homicide by a piece of metal that has more rights than a human being. That makes me sick to my stomach. The first time I heard about a kid from my school getting shot and killed by a bullet, and other homicides like children my age, and younger, being shot by stray bullets was through Instagram. It made me live in fear of not only my life, but my family and friends' lives. I was paranoid, and I won't lie, I still am. It didn't make me want to get out and help, but instead move away from the problem. And as I'm getting older, I realized that you can't always run away from problems even if they aren't yours. But gun violence is our problem, and it is my problem as well. You never know who could be next or what the future of Philadelphia may look like, which is why we need to act now before it's too late. As a young citizen of Philadelphia, it's sad to say that I am also unfortunately one of the people that are so conditioned to constantly hearing about violence and homicide by the gun and the bullet. But can you blame me? But I'm not someone who's just gonna sit around and let it keep on going on. Tired of reading shooting in Northeast Philadelphia or teen shot in West Philly every time the news gets turned on or every time I open Instagram. These are things that motivate me every day to constantly get out and do something. We need more action to prevent the rates of gun violence from increasing. As a community, we can reach out to our elected officials about this ongoing crisis, reach out to our district boards, our committee people, our mayor if you have to, and your state legislators. As of right now, Pennsylvania has $42 billion in budget and only 0.08% of that money is going to gun violence prevention grants for grassroots organizations. That's only $35 million out of the $42 billion that we have currently in our state. We need to provide more money for gun violence prevention, make guns way less accessible to the public, because you can buy one in Walmart currently, and come up with ways on how we can keep the youth off the streets. There are so many ways to keep the youth like us engaged, like school assemblies, public events, after-school care, and many more. And if we can come up with these ideas, why can't the adults in the room as well? And to all the youth listening now, go out, register to vote, and vote once you turn 18. Vote for leaders who you know will make the best decisions, because it's time for us to make a change, and together we can. Thank you.